Hi guys, Iron Jarl here from Iron School Gaming. Today we're going to have a look at Argatoria. It's a 10mm fantasy mass battle game from the guys at Spellcrow. Today we're going to have a look at the Ursail starter box set. So, without further ado, let's have a look. So, the box set is covered in absolutely astonishingly painted miniatures. This is a 600-point starter army for Ursail. The miniatures are cast in resin and are absolutely jam-packed full of detail. I can tell that from the art on the box itself. The game is set within the Argatoria universe from Spellcrow, and like I say, it focuses on mass battle games set in a 10mm scale. But it's one thing having a look at the art on the box, but it's totally another thing having a look at the miniatures. So if you bear with me, I'll be back in a second with a close-up of the miniatures. So as you can see, the box is absolutely jam-packed full of glorious miniatures cast in resin. I'm going to open a few of the box pieces and show you what they look like. They come in these little baggies. I've just cut the top for ease of showcase. They come with bases which have pre-built-in magnet slots, which I think is just brilliant. Now the miniatures. Now, the reason I was drawn to Argatoria is, honestly, for 10mm, the models are jam-packed full of detail. Don't know if you can see that, but they are absolutely glorious. Really, really lovely miniatures. Loads and loads of detail. These are just stunning. And as a fan of Orcs, as I've said before, every game, Orcs it is. Just look at these bad boys, aren't they gorgeous? So let's have a look at the command ones. Now the command ones come on round bases to differentiate them from the units. So these are glorious. Look at these. Aren't they stunning? Aren't they absolutely stunning? Eh? Look at the faces on those. So much detail. Absolutely astonishing. These are going to be a joy to paint. An absolute joy to paint. So last thing I'll open up, and then like I say, we'll show you what they look like when they're assembled. Are these guys. These are essentially the Black Orcs of the Orc faction. At least I thought they were, but they're not. These are just some Orc types. Where did I put the Black Orcs? Let's see those guys. Here we go. So let's open up these guys. Look at them. Aren't they absolutely stunning? Such crisp casts as well. Very, very little cleanup needed on these. They are just astonishing. So, in a few short seconds, we'll have a look at what they look like assembled. Very, very minimal cleanup to do at all. They are absolutely astonishing. They are the nicest resin casts next to things like Moonstone. They are so crisp, so clean. I'm really, really, really impressed with the way these look, and I can't wait to get paint on them. This is around a 600-point army, and hopefully I can grow it to 1,000 or even larger. There is no maximum amount of points that can be played in this game. You just keep scaling, and I love the miniatures, and there's lots more to the range that I want to add, so do check back soon. There'll be more posts about Argatoria in the future. Also, these products are available on our web store right now to buy, so you can actually pick up a set like this for yourself, which is just, I think, brilliant, you know, and I think you'd enjoy this as a painting project. And then in the middle, we have a unit of Nur and a unit of Priests of Sael. So the Nur are like the Black Orcs of the faction. They sit one model per base, and they're absolutely stunning. Look at these. Absolutely stunning. And then the monks themselves, I'm going to definitely expand this unit. I love the way these guys look. They are just, oh, they are just astonishing. And then in the middle, we have a unit of Nur and a unit of Priests of Sael. The new are like the Black Orcs of the faction. They sit one model per base. One of my faves there. And then on to the rogues. A few different poses in these. And then in the middle, we have a unit of Nur and a unit of Priests of Sael. So the Nur are like the Black Orcs of the faction. They sit one model per base. And they're absolutely stunning. Look at these. Absolutely stunning. And then the monks themselves, I'm going to definitely expand this unit. I love the way these guys look. They are just astonishing. Clumsy sausage fingers for you. And then we have some command units. So let's have a look at these. Drummer and banner. Drummer and banner. Some champions. And of course, the general himself and his bodyguard. Get that to focus. There we go. Aren't they stunning? Loads of detail. I cannot wait to get paint on these guys. So do keep checking back for more information. And if you want to pick up an Sale starter set or any of the starter sets for Argatoria, do check out Iron School Gaming Store. So that's store.ironschoolgaming.co.uk.